¿Qué carajos pasa ahí?
Es un templo para Satanás. Se enseñó para hacer una trampa.
Implore que esté de humor para perdonarla.
Te van a matar. 26 de marzo, solo en cine.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. We are live here in Tier 2, one of the most sought after divisions in the whole of Formula 7 Racing. I'm going to be your commentator today, and joining alongside me is Mad G. Mad G, how are we, mate?
Oh, I'm buzzing for this. We are under lights here at Marina Bay in Singapore.
Bien, recuerda que el control del auto depende del reparto del peso. Cuando frenas, el centro de gravedad se desplaza hacia adelante. Cuando aceleras, va hacia atrás. Y cuando giras, va hacia afuera del auto. Cuanta más carga hay en cada neumático, mayor es su agarre. Así que maneja bien los controles para que el reparto del peso sea progresivo. Todo en orden y listo para salir.
No. I actually need to pull up the data anyway because I need to capture it for this race, so I'll have a look. But I can't actually remember who won last week.
It was a guy in Williams, put it that way.
Was it Flip Flop Lad? No.
No, it wasn't him.
Okay.
It's Hayes' normal teammate, and I've forgotten his name.
Oh, Malk.
That's him.
Yeah, you had Don Dedge win the first one and Malk win the second one.
Yeah, that's it.
So we've had
Malk. Yeah, Malk is the rapid guy around here, and looking at people going out on their tyres right now, basically all on the softs, the guys are coming out. Storm is the early one out there in that Sauber, which will be presenting itself in Tier 4 again, as always. For some reason, Hayes chosen hard, not out yet. Superiority, for some vast unknown reason, has done the biggest mistake possible and gone out on inters.
Who's gone out on inters there, sir?
Superiority is out on inters.
Ah, okay.
Naughty boy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be doing that, because it's in the rules.
So.
It's these PC plays, and that's what it is.
Yeah, superiority out on inter. I'm unsure why he's done that anyway. There's no reason to do that.
No.
XD Storms, the first driver out on track. I forgot to take off the billboards. No problem, Jon. At least you're racing with them on.
That's it. Storm just gone through shears, now through the kink of turn 4, now towards turn 5. The sweeping right-hander trying to go too wide, or he invalidated, and trying not to go too wide, you're going to hit the wall. But obviously gets absolutely spot on, and round this through the kink at turn 6 to the heavy braking corner of turn 7, Memorial corner, and keeps it valid not to ride that curve too much to get stuck on it. Doing well.
Sorry, mate, I'm just trying to mess around with the audio because I don't stream on PlayStation anymore, so I'm just trying to make sure we can hear the cars. Yes, so XD Storms here in Singapore getting us underway. He out-qualified the Tier 3 drivers by 7/10 of a second. He got pole position with a 1:26.4. The closest driver was a 1:27.1. He was 7/10 quicker than P2, and then he DSQ'd on the line because his controller disconnected. So it will be interesting to see what he does here in Tier 2.
Yeah, I mean 7/10. That's just shouting Tier 2 already.
Yes.
I mean, even though Banana made a mistake, he even admits in chat that he's a Tier 2 driver and will commit to it, but only as a reserve every now and again. There, you've heard it from me.
Yeah. XD Storms to the line for his bank lap. It's a 1:29.3, way behind his quickest lap time that we've seen in Tier 2. And then you've got a couple more drivers coming around. I think one of them is the Red Bull, that's Bolska, that is on an outlap. And then we have a Mercedes of Yoic Jon back in Tier 2. He won this Tier 2 championship 3 seasons ago. He is back. I think it was season 10. So only 2 seasons ago, as he comes around the final chicane, down towards the checkered flag, and it's a 1:30.002.
Yeah, not the Bond movie wanted.
No, exactly.
And Julius pops in with a 1:33 flat himself. I think some of these guys just want bank collapse just to get ready, just to feel the track out before they push later on. I mean, Gravangan's gone to P2 with a 29.4 himself, and Mohi goes P4 with 30.2.
He does. So the Spaniard coming into P4, and then Jay's in the house just behind the Aston Martin of Abrantes. Abrantes, the Portuguese driver, will be first to the line, so he's going to come through to the checkered flag, and it's a 1:31.5. And then Jay's, the Canadian, I think it is, driver, into P3, a 1:29.7.
Yeah, 3 guys in the 29s now, so they are getting faster. Hayes, now she's really made a massive improvement. Wasn't too sure about driving here, was a bit, just not confident, having some bad results, and then wow, coming out with a 30.7 on the set hard, mind you.
Yeah, a very, very good lap, and Hayes has really knocked it up lately and really showing what she's made of, and it's great to see. So Ballscreen, the Red Bull, will be the next driver to settle that. No, he's back in
in
the pit lane, so it will be Sam B.
As I said on stream last week, ballsack.
Yes.
Because, well, I just had to, because it was just there. But Sam B back in that McLaren after a week off, and see if he can help his teammate Fixter, who's still looking to get a decent run of results, because he's been struggling a bit as a Fixter. But let's hope to see if Sam B can do something in that McLaren.
Yeah, and Sam B in the McLaren, he's really helped out his teammate these last couple of weeks. A-Fixter's results have not been great, but this is a massive opportunity for him, considering his championship rival is not here today. He's way below. So Malk is on 220 points, A-Fixter is on 189. So he's not close enough to catch up to him and take over him by just winning the race today. Unfortunately, Malk is a race ahead. However, Malk is practically running at Tier 1 pace week in, week out, so A-Fixter is doing a grand job at staying with him. And then don't count out Don Dedge and Banter Brandon as well. They're very, very close, 167 and 165, Gravangan on 159, so anything can happen. I mean,
yeah,
they just need to reel Malk back in, but when you've got a Tier 1 driver competing at the top of Tier 2, it's really difficult. They need a run of results where he's not getting his own way, and that'll be difficult to see.
So, Will, I mean, the Banter Brandon's not here today either, so it does help a little bit, with especially with Mark not being here, Banter Brandon not being here, so it just opens up those points a bit more. Sam B just go first with a 28.7.
We go the 128.7 for the Papaya, and A-Fixter has invalidated. Liam in the Ferrari, just coming through the second and third chicanes, and then he's just coming down that DRS straight. So Liam Durenberg, the man from Australia, the Dutchman, just heading in towards Memorial Corner and down in towards Stamford at turn 8, just hugging the apex, does the Scuderia, and then in towards Padang at turn 9, into the left-hander, back onto the throttle, and then burning that battery all the way in towards the Singapore Sling at turn 10, hugging the apex once again through the right-hander, just lagging slightly as he comes into the left and right, and down in towards the hairpin at turn 13, back onto the throttle, needs to keep hold of the race, doesn't want to let them slip out, that battery recharging, and then back onto it again as we go in towards Connaught at turn 14. Purple sector 2 for the Ferrari. He is throwing it down here in Singapore as we come through turn 15 and down towards the little new part of this circuit, as it was changed in 2023, in towards 16 and 17, and then through the final corners. You've just got to lift off ever so slightly as you come through 18 and 19 and to the line, and Liam Durenberg will put it P2.
It does go P2. Well, 29 flat, cracking time there from the Aussie Dutchman in that Scarlet Ferrari. But I still think this guy can go quicker. I really do. I really do think that, because we've got, I think Criggery is going to be the next one on a lap down to the final 4 corners of 16 and 17 before the double left-hander of 18-19. And he's got his teammates ahead of him, of Pelibak on an outlap. So let's see what Krug can come up with. Goes P5 with a 29.7. So the 29s are starting to come in now as the track ramps up. So it'd be nice because Mr. Reese has just gone up there with a 29.6.
Yeah, great lap by the Sauber driver. Mr. Reese going just in front of Gregory in the Alpine. You've got a couple more drivers coming through. Ginaudi, a world champion as well, just coming through sector 2. You've got Pelly back in the Alpine. Purple sector 1. You've got Bolsker in the Red Bull will be next. He is just behind his teammate. Is that going to give him dirty air or compliment him to the line? I don't think it helped. It's P12 for the Red Bull driver, and I think it was a Racing Bull that was actually in front of him there.
Yeah, Afix got a lap on the board as well, but all the way down, mind you. Actually, no, Afix is in P2 right now with a 28, only 200ths of a second behind his own teammate. Now that is what you call teamwork.
Yeah, the two McLarens in 1-2 here in Q1. Remember, the bottom 5 do go out here. Don Dedge is now on a lap. Pelly back in the Alpine. Cam Ruddy. Pelly back looking very quick at the moment as he comes down in towards turn 16. Can the British driver, who has been really quick as of late, coming down in towards the double left-hander, can he put it anywhere near the top and get safely through into Q2? Pele back is up to P4.
He is P4, and I tell you, he's getting closer and closer now. 29 flat from Pele back, 6,000 off Liam. So they're getting close. It's only Q1, by the way, but they're getting close. Yeah. Who is going to be next? Is Cam Ruddy and either Ferrari. Gets on the line. Look, it's a McLaren 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. As Cam Ruddy is another one into the 28 to 28.9.
Cam Ruddy will be very pleased to see his Ferrari teammate without it being brand new. Essentially replacing him with the same pace, because it has been McLaren Ferraris for literally whole season so far, so he will be very pleased about that. Here comes Don Dedge, a 2-time winner here this season. He's won 2 races, which is unheard of for Don Dedge. We know he's had the pace and the skill to do it, and he's finally putting it all together and getting the results he wanted. Yeah, P11 there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the top 10 right now, and there's 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 RBs, and 2 Saubers in the top 10 right now. That reminds me of tier 4 already.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait for tier 4.
Yeah, it should be a cracker. The grid's filling up very nicely in tier 4 as well.
And as usual, 2 Aston Martins at the back.
Yeah.
With the unconfirmed news that Adrian Newey has stepped down already.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was like, he stepped down, but he's the one giving out the role, isn't he? So it's like he sort of just stepped aside rather than stepped down, hasn't he?
Yeah, because there's something in it that he hasn't agreed with. Even though Aston Martin agreed engine deals with Honda, Honda hasn't got the same team that did it for Red Bull. There's a whole new, brand new people. So the engine's basically like it was back in the McLaren days, garbage.
Yeah.
And Fernando Alonso's going to deal with it again.
Yeah, it's a real shame to see Aston there.
Yeah, that's if Fernando Alonso survives the season.
Both Ferraris do retire in the pit lane.
They do. It's enough. So's XD Storms. He said that's enough for me as well. To be fair, those low 29s and 28s, yeah, you're through. But the guys at the bottom end, Yoichi Sean, Hayes, Abrantes, Ball 81 and Julius all need to find something. And Hayes obviously did her lap on the hards, now on the softs. But it's going to be Julius that will set a time. Mohi is on lap at the moment as well. No, he's not. He's in none, so I think it's on the cooldown lap. So I think it will be Hayes. I wonder what she's going to pull out the bag from the old liveried Lashley Williams.
Yeah, and the thing is with qualifying, you get some of these drivers in Tier 2, and because it's so close and competitive, sometimes you'll have a quick driver going out in Q1, but then they come through in the race. It's like Mr. Reese, he's number 1 in positions gained from qualifying to the race. He gains on average 5 positions every single race out of the first 10 races, so it'll be interesting not to just see the qualifying but to see what the drivers do in the race with it being so close and competitive.
Yeah, I think it's more or less what they can do in a race. They don't rely on their results on qualifying, because if they know the other people around them, they know they can gain places because of stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately happens quite a lot in all tiers. You know, just if you're just mindful of what you're doing and not make mistakes, make moves only when you know it's going to get pulled off, and when you're alongside someone else who's also just as respectful, the move works. If you're alongside someone who's a bit of a head case, you're both going out.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Hayes goes P7, fan through with a 29.1, cracking time. Julius, the old Tier 4 driver and Tier 3 driver, struggling in Tier 2, the Mexican.
Yeah,
Julius.
I don't know if he ever drove Tier 3. He went straight from Tier 4 to Tier 2, didn't he? Because he couldn't make Tier 3 times.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, so that's why he's at the back. So fair play to him. He was too quick for Tier 4. He can't race Tier 3 because of the time that it's at, and he's from Mexico. So he's took the decision to continue racing, but in Tier 2, which is too quick for him, as you can see. But he does a really good job just staying there. You've got 3 drivers in the 30.4s. He's right there. He's improving every week. So fair play to him.
Yeah, of course he can. I mean, look at Edward. Edward is not a Tier 1 driver. We both know this, but yeah, he's starting to pull out some decent results now.
Yes.
But A fixes also calls it a day. It's good enough for him. But can Julius, the Mexican, I wonder if he's Spanish as well. It'd be good if he is.
Oh, what's going on, Epic? OJ, how we doing? So, Abrantes is now on a lap. You've got Mohi, Jowichorn on outlaps, Polska and Julius going to try and get another lap in before the end. Super Skills, the Tier 3 driver, is currently sat in the safe zone. Will it be safe enough to get through? Probably not, with 1 minute and 15 to go. Mr. Reese and Jays also don't feel safe. And you've got the 2 Racing Bulls who cannot improve. They are sat in 11 and 12. Will that be enough to get them through? I don't think that's going to be borderline. I think that is going to be where the bottom 5 are, around the 29.5. So they might be watching with anticipation here.
Yeah, one of the drivers made the mistake of last week around Silverson, thought it was fastened to go through, and ended up going out because they retired very early and unfortunately went out. I think that was I don't know. It could have been a week before actually, because there was a sprint race last week, so I think it was a week before. But Julius is really trying to push to get a decent time on the board, coming through the Singapore sling and onto the Anderson Bridge. Thank God that we don't have the that double chicane there anymore, otherwise everyone's going to be bouncing right into the walls.
Yeah, exactly. Polska goes P12, so
wow.
He is in front of one of the Racing Bulls. Then comes the Haas of Moe. He will hit the line to set another lap. Jowichorn in the Mercedes, a Tier 2 world champion, is fighting to get through. He slides around turn 16. Will that have cost him an opportunity? He only needs to find around 0.3 of a second. Can he find it even with that mistake? To the line. It's P17 and the former Tier 2 world champion is out. Julius is up to P17 and in front of Jorn, the other house driver of Jays, who is currently in P15. He's trying to improve on his lap time, and you can see just how competitive it is in the middle of this pack. Jays to the line, P8,
wow.
Is safely through.
D&B is out. Mr. Reese went quicker. Superiority, who did retire early, if Mohi or Abrantes can find more time, Superiority is out.
Yeah, Mohi just made a huge mistake, Maggi, into turn 13. It's Abrantes I think he needs to be worried of now. Oh, he's not on a lap. He's not on a lap. Abrantes is not on a lap. Mohi is still slightly up though, but with that mistake, I'm not sure he'll do it.
Soon find out. No, he's backed out.
Yeah.
He's backed out. So, superiority does go through. But look at that. 19 drives out of the 20 got into the 129. That's impressive.
It is very impressive indeed. So Mohi, the Spaniard, is out. He is, even though he's gone out, there's 9/10 of a second separating P4 to P19, so it's not as if he's out of his depth here.
No.
Oh, fascinating Q1.
That was cracking. That was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, really, really close.
I think everyone's going to be looking at those first two rows. McLaren and Ferrari lockouts. They'll be looking to jump those guys.
So, at the end of Q1, it is Sam B and a fixture in the McLarens that lock out the front row in Q1, then the Ferraris and the Alpine as the top 5. But it is the bottom 5 of Abrantes that will start in P20. Mohi, the Spaniard, will start in P19. Joich Jorn, a former Tier 2 world champion, will start in P17. Then you've got Julius, in 18. Julius in P17, and DMB Super Skills will start in P16. The rest of the grid will go into Q2. Yeah, just looking at the data from the Q1, you had Hayes that did 2 laps on a hard compound tyre before setting that lap on the softs. Everybody else run on softs, barring Superiority, who did 1 lap on the intermediates.
Which I still find quite strange. Why would you want to use wet tyres on a dry track?
Yeah, I know.
It makes no sense. No sense at all. I know they want to try and save their tyres, but I don't care if esports drivers use it, because most of the time they're crashing in walls anyway. So yeah.
So the Sauber of XD Storms, who was first out in Q1, is also first out in Q2. He doesn't waste any time.
Using that lovely livery that the Sauber has. It looks awesome. It looks better than the normal one that does.
XD Storms potentially could be racing in Tier 2 in future races, so it'll be nice for him to sort of hold his own and get used to the grid.
That's what it is. I mean, some people don't like being moved up because, oh, I'm not fast enough, I'm not fast. It's not being fast enough, it's taking bottom, finding that extra speed.
Yeah, the problem that you've got, and which you've always found, is that people don't want to race at the back of the grid, and they would rather drop down and race at the front, but somebody's got to be at the back, and I personally would rather be in a tier that I know I should be in and fight for a point or fight for a podium or fight for a win. It's so rewarding when it finally happens, rather than keep trying to drop down and get a race win. So
yeah, there's no point of it. I mean, yes, okay, I'm now tier 4. I mean, I'm tier 3. I was bronze champion a fair few seasons ago. Yes, I've gone down to tier 4 because I moved to wheel. It's taken me longer because of what I've got. It takes me a bit longer, but the results are now starting to show that it's slowly come back to me. That's what hard work looks like.
You're right, and Deadly, you've hit the nail on the head. People go up a tier and then they completely stop practicing because they're not where they were the tier below. It happens all the time. You see people go up a tier and then they just stop, and then they go back down because they stop practicing. It happens all the time.
It's like in real life. Well, you know, Max Verstappen's not winning races. You always see him crying to go back to F2 so he can win races.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't happen. You're there because you've got the talent to be there. You're faster to be there. So show it.
Yeah.
Who cares if you're 20th? Aim for 19th next race. Aim for 18th next race. Evolve yourself. Get better. Because the drivers around you won't get worse. You've got to get better. And I've learned that. And I've learned that the hard way.
So XD Storms coming out of turn 13. DRS enabled that rear wing open for the Sauber. Up towards Canot at turn 14, into the right, and he loses the rears.
Well, yeah, the rears was locked up, didn't he?
Yeah,
and,
very.
He lost the back end.
Very Max Verstappen in Australia. So, yeah. So
but obviously keeps going. Did you hear the latest about Max Verstappen? His win at Nürburgring got taken off him.
It did, yeah. I think he was in 2 minutes left. It's tired.
Oh well, it happens.
It does. So he's into the pit. Oh, Afix has crashed it. Afix has crashed it into turn 13. This is incredible. So Afixter is out.
Yeah.
The championship contender, when his championship rival isn't here, is out of the Singapore qualifying. He will start in P15. I have no idea what's happened there.
That's incredible. I think he's coming up to the. He came over the Anderson Bridge. I don't know if he clipped the side of the wall before the hairpin and took his wheel off. It's crazy to lose it down there. You've got to be so careful because I said the track at that part is narrow and it's not straight. You're constantly always turning and find a wheel. So maybe just the back end got loose. Now is it bang? Afixter will start P15 on this grid. Not where he wanted to start, especially around this track. Yes, it's fast, it's wide, it's open, but there is parts where you can't pass.
There is. So Gravangen goes quickest.
Mr. Reese goes P5 in the Sauber.
In the Sauber to P5. Gravangen leads to Pele, to Sambi, to Hayes, to Mr. Reese. Bolster in the Red Bull in P6. Gregory in P7. Dondedge in P8. And then we've got a couple more drivers of Ginaudi and Cam Ruddy on outlaps. Ginaudi also a former world champion in our new Tier 3, the bronze tier. And he is now our Tier 2 driver in that Mercedes. We know how good he can be. He's been around for a very long time as Ginaudi, and the Dutchman can surely dominate any race when he's on his day.
Oh yes, he can. I had some great fights for this bloke. Back when it was bronze. I like to reminisce over the old days with him and myself and of course Sergio. Oh, they were the days back in season 6, I think it was. Season 6 is when I was at my peak. And that's when I was on pad, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on wheel now. I'm on wheel these days now.
Yeah, I only took it to the season.
It's such a difference, and it makes the game so much easier to play.
Yeah, it does. Hard to get used to.
Yeah, it took me a bit of time. I think I started learning wheel here actually. When I raced on Monday nights, I'm back to pad because I was awkward. But now I'm on it. I can't get off it, and I've stuck to it. So
Ginaudi just coming down in towards turn 16 at the right and then the left. Very easy to lose the reins around there, especially if you go onto that throttle too early. Round the double left-hander, just easing off the throttle to the line. And Ginaudi goes up to P8, and then Cam Ruddy in the Ferrari will be next. Liam Durenberg is going to set his lap as he goes into a flyer, and Cam Ruddy goes P3 behind Elivac and Gravangen. Yeah, he's showing what 99 can do, because Adrian Suttle can do much for that, but Cam Ruddy can. We are an XD Storm in the Sauber is also now on a lap after spinning it out, going down in towards Canot. He doesn't want to make that same mistake again. The Sauber driver very close to the wall there, on the absolute limits of this Singapore track as we go in towards the Singapore Sling through turn 11 and 12. A very tricky part of this beautiful street circuit, down in towards turn 13 at the hairpin, and he's just got to hold the Sauber car.
Yeah, it's coming to turn 14 now. I love this turn 14. Connaught reminds me of the old F1 car back in the 50s. We'd have a team called Connaught. And hey, that you know, that's because I known history. I knew car names back then, and Connaught was one of them.
Wow,
oh, he validated, yeah.
Yeah, so that's his second run gone as well. So superiority and Liam Durenberg in the Ferrari is coming round in towards the double left, and this is where we will find out if he's going to be close to his teammate again. Liam Durenberg goes fastest, the 128.6.
Wow, that was fast. Very fast indeed. I mean, I'm just thinking of passing there. Say Singapore has held Grand Prix around here before, but he's in Formula Libre back in the late 60s. That used to be, I think it was a track called, hang on, it was a track. I think it was the Thompson track.
So superiority goes fastest in Q2, 6.5 minutes remaining, and the top two drivers are in the 128.6s, separated by less than a tenth of a second. Then you've got other drivers 1, 2, 3 and 4 all separated by 0.2 of a second. This is incredible stuff. I cannot wait to see what happens in Q3. Sam B is on a flyer and he's lighting up this street circuit. So interesting stuff from the McLaren with his teammate already out.
Yeah, it is indeed, but at least there's one there to represent. Yeah, as I've said, it was at Thompson Road where Singapore race used to be held in the older Formula Libre class. The first race was held back in 1966. Held by, held, and it's won by a Singaporean of Lee Han Sang in a Lotus Ford.
History for you guys. Sam B coming out of turn 14 at Connaught through turn 15, that rear wing wide open as the LEDs glisten off that papaya orange. Come out of turn 17 and down towards the double left-hander. He's used all of his battery allowances to come to the line, and it is P2, another driver into the 128.6s.
Not that far away at all. They're just getting so good. 3 drivers at 29.6. Not even separated by a tenth. That is incredible.
It is really good. So Don Dedge is going to be the next driver on a lap.
He is down in P12 at the moment in the Japanese version of the Red Bull. Is where F1's going to be going next, is Suzuka, which we're not because we're in Singapore, and goes P7 at 29. See as the stream has stopped.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just I'm looking at if I can. I don't know how I would turn the audio down for our voices and turn the volume up for the cars. I don't know how to do that.
Master volume. Try that.
Yeah, no. What you mean on the actual game?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all at 10.
Well, there you go then. If we're too loud, you can actually. I think you can turn it down.
No, I mean the game volume. The game in the game though is 10, so the cards and stuff. Anyway, Don Dedge in the Racing Bull going into P7 at 129.2. I'm not streaming from the PC today, I'm on PlayStation. I'm streaming PC for turn 1. XD Storms in the Sauber is going to go again, third time lucky for the Sauber driver.
That's what they always say, third time's the charm. Oh, that just reminded me about something about Suzuka. Yeah, because F1's going there, right? And they had one of the great races back in 1994, where it's basically the only way someone could win it. You can't win it on track, you can't win it by passing someone, you had to win it on aggregate. Because the race was suspended, so they actually made it into 2 races.
I have no clue what that means.
But basically, it was raining, right? I mean, really bad rain, and they did a few laps, but people kept spinning out, so they red flagged it. So when they restarted, the race result was based on an aggregate finishing time. So the cars were basically time trial version for every single lap. The only way you can pass someone is by being faster than per lap. Not on track. Even though there's passes on track, you didn't take a position on track. It didn't work like that. You just had to pay. It was your race time overall. I don't know how it worked, but that was 1994 for you. But it was Damon Hill that won it over Michael Schumacher.
There you go, another interesting clap, Damon Hill. So XD Storms has invalidated it again. I think that is it. It is all over.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
he's
so
set
too.
a decent time though, 1:29.1. So
He has actually.
Yeah, it's on an in lap that he's invalidated. My fault.
Yeah, in laps, out laps don't really matter. Just as long as your out lap is not on the final two corners, then you are stuffed at that point. But the only driver not to set a lap is a Canadian with Jays in that Haas team. Who's currently on an out lap going through the chicane. Sorry, yeah, hairpin. Sorry, not chicane. Going down towards Connaught. So I wonder what this Haas car can do.
Yeah, you've got Gregory, the driver on a lap as well. The Alpine just coming through the Singapore sling. All the other drivers on out laps with 1 minute and 15 to go. This is it now. Who are going to be the top 10 that go in to Q3? We will find out very shortly. Thierry Gorey down in towards Connaught at turn 14. He's going to try and put it all on the line. He's currently in P12. He's not too far off getting into that top 10. We know Thierry Gorey has it in the tank to set a spectacular lap. Yes, you're right, Harry. We did see that. Here comes the Alpine in towards 16 and 17. Back onto the throttle. He's got a little bit of battery. He burns it all the way down into the double left-hander. Eases off the throttle to the checkered flag. Gregory to the line. Goes P6.
Wow, what a time. Gregory, my old teammate from a few seasons ago. Absolutely cracking person to race with and be a teammate with. Unbelievable driver. We both went for it. But of course, then he just got past and there's the end story.
Yeah.
But say Jay just down there trying to get a lap together, just going over the Anderson Bridge. You've got to be so careful through here because it is tighter than you think. The Storm has called it a game. Day believes it is enough to get him through.
Yeah,
say
wave.
Yeah, Paddy back is finished and through. I think the top 5 are through. I think Cribbery and Camberdy are as well, but Storm's now P9, almost on the bubble. Dondej is on the bubble right now.
Yeah, Hayes P3.
Dondej.
Wow.
So Dondej is now in the bottom 5. As Storms, all those mistakes, yes it has. Jay's P8.
Jay's in P8, yeah, you're right, and that means XP Storms is out.
Yeah, Storms is out, but then again, Storms couldn't get a lap together. Unfortunately, kept invalidated all the time. But who will be next? Who will be Mr. Reese or Ginaudi is out?
Ginaudi is out, and then Mr. Reese will be next in the Sauber around the double left-hander. Here comes Mr. Reese. Mr. Reese is also out, so it's just now on Dondej. Cam Ruddy is also at risk. He currently sits in P10, so he's going to have to try and get some little improvements here.
Cam Ruddy about to come over the line. Cam Ruddy goes P9.
So Dondej is either one Red Bull out. It's a Red Bull out. Either way, it's either Dondej or Bolsker, and it is Dondej. Wow. By 6/100ths of a second. Dondej is out, your race winner in Silverstone.
I know, out and Storms obviously couldn't get a lap together and unfortunately is out as well. Ginaudi, Mr. Reese out, and of course A Fix that we know smashed his car up at the Anderson Bridge is out as well, so that is your 5 gone. I think next season it's going to be 6 to go out.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, I can't wait for that DLC.
Yes, same.
I wonder if the game mechanics are still going to be different because it's going to be the whole different cars.
The bit I'm looking forward to is having 8 more seats on the tracks. So
8 more seats. Yeah. 8 more seats.
Yeah, 8 more. Yeah,
seats. Fit in with reserves.
Well, yeah, that's a 2 in each tier. Superiority is the fastest driver on track in Q2. Sam B, Hayes, Liam Durenberg and Gravangan. But it is A Fixter that goes out in Q2 after crashing. Then Mr. Reese, Ginaudi, XD Storms and Dondej all out in Q2. It is absolutely massive. Cam Ruddy just getting through as well.
Mr. Reese is happy. That was his first decent qualifying without TC.
Wow.
It's all good for those who can't use it. Sorry, who can't use no TC, because I can't. Still can't manage it.
No, I do race without TC, but it doesn't make me any better.
No, because you're still on auto gears. That's why.
I know. I've tried getting used to both, but I just don't practice enough. The only practice I've had this week is this morning when I woke up at 8 o'clock. It's just too hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm like with no TC. I just can't control it, not properly anyway.
Yeah.
But manual gears is second nature to me now. I find it very easy.
Yeah, Ben was trying to teach me manual gears the other week, just trying to talk me through it and stuff. I should have stuck with it, but I tried to him, but
it's really, you'd be quite surprised how easy it is. I mean, you've got suggested gears, and of course you've got a little bleep of when you got to change gears. That's all you got to do, and then eventually you start remembering what gear you need, and you can do it without thinking.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is. That's how easy it comes.
Malk, he crashed out in Q2 going in towards turn 13, unfortunately. Well,
and who
fortunately for you.
That's right. Perry back at the front of the field. I think his last race he had a massive blowout. Again, he does love running those tyres right to the edge. Definitely doing a Sonny Hayes. Don't call me and tell me your tyres ago. Bang, it's gone.
What's surprising is Superiority scraped through Q1 in P15 and then went and topped the charts in Q2. So he wasn't waiting about that, so.
No, it's called sandbags.
Yeah.
I'll always say it. If anyone knows me, I never race with that. I always race with sandbags off, and you just get better. But yeah, Pellyback is going to be the first one to set a timed lap.
Thank you so much, by the way, Debbie. Really appreciate the sub. You know how much it helps, so thank you very much. Especially when you're coming to the end of another season, it's a massive contribution. Thank you. Pellyback in the Alpine will be the first driver to set a lap here in Singapore for our final qualifying session. 9.5 minutes remaining, and Pellyback will get us underway.
It will indeed, and that BWT Alpine, the best water technology. Okay, don't know what the best water technology is, but it must be very wet. But Pellyback coming toward a corner, I forgot what it's called because I haven't got track map up, sorry. But he's coming to the tightest part of the track, this part towards the Anderson Bridge, the Singapore Sling. About to come up to it now. Got this small straight where you see so many trying to overtake you. You're thinking, why? You've got no chance. Now, the tight section over the Anderson Bridge, which is basically single file through here, down toward the hairpin, and up towards this DRS straight towards Connaught, when Bernard decided to do a dive bomb on an outline, on an inlap, for no reason. But yeah. I'm just, as you know, I'm so outspoken in what I say. I just don't care. I don't care at all what I say. I'm a commentator. I can say what I like.
So down towards 18 and 19 now, I think.
Yeah, and let's see if he does a 28.4. What a cracking banker! Cracking banker he's just did there. But yeah, my admin head and my commentary head are two different people.
Yes.
I don't love it.
128.5 a second behind Pellyback. We do have the yellow flag as well.
Here comes Hayes.
Moving out of the way. So Hayes, just Hayes to the line, and goes P3 at 129.0. She does race quite a lot, Hayes. I see her live streaming all the time. She's a great competitor and improving massively. So good luck to her. And then we've got Gregory. We've got a few drivers just in front. We've got Kylan in the Red Bull.
I think it's going to be Gregory in the second Alpine. It's going to be the next one to finish a lap.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah, it is Ball 81. Let's see what he does in this white Red Bull. Which is not the same Red Bull anymore. The Red Bull is now rubbish, and I like it.
So yellow flag again, and it is nothing. So Walls get to the line in the Racing Bull, and it's P4 at 129.8. Then comes Gregory down in towards turn 18 at the double left. Here comes the Alpine driver easing off the throttle to the checkered flag, and it's a 1:29.1 for Gregory.
Yeah, I did find ways to go around around 19 without lifting off. And I tell you what, ooh, he's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It is, absolutely. So, Liam Gernberg.
It's called dropping a gear, keeping it higher revs.
It's so easy to slip out as well.
Yeah, but you can hold it, but you've got to be so careful. Even if you drop down the gear. But Liam Gernberg goes to pole with a 28.4.
So, Liam on pole position. Wow. Really showing up. 128.4, but it's so close. It really is. You've got Sam B in the McLaren starting his lap. You've got superiority just in front, so it will be the Racing Bull next. His teammate is in P3 of Gravangen, so superiority going to try and join him on the second row or even on the front row. He did top the timing list in Q2, so down in towards turn 16 goes superiority around turn 17 into the final two corners. Here we go, superiority, 6 minutes to go. Here in tier 2, superiority to the line, P6. He will not be happy with that one. And Sam B lighting up these purple sectors as he comes down in towards sector 3 at turn 16. The Papaya McLaren coming around turn 17 into the final two chicanes we go. And the McLaren bidding to win their second Constructors World Championship. Sam B to the line, goes B3.
B3 with a 28.6. So far, even though it's Q3, but this track is really ramping up.
It is.
I'm going to stick my head out here and say someone's going to break into 27s.
Oh, do you think somebody will get into the 27s? Wow.
That's me pointing out. I most really get it wrong anyway. And the reason why you envy fast drivers is because you don't practice.
Jon, you were the fast drivers that everybody envied. You were absolutely dominated when you won the championship. You dominated.
Then you became lazy and didn't practice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's just a thought. Practice and get faster. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, practice makes perfect. Like Nathan doesn't do. Because you can't control man.
Yeah, literally, I just do not practice.
Yeah, people practice, some people don't. It's just the way they are.
Yeah, I wish I had the time. I just do not get the time to practice. I need to practice and try and get up there in tier 3. Sam B is now on an in lap, and then all the other drivers in the pit lane. So every single driver into the pits.
Yeah, I still think you should come down to tier 4, mate. You'll have fun down there.
So Marcus out midfield tier 4 after 1 hour of practice. Nice.
Obviously, that means he's not a tier 4 driver.
Why?
Because if it was like seconds off when he got it, and now after an hour he's mid-table. Means when it comes to the race, he could win it.
Yeah, we'll have to see his pace. I mean, if your pace is showing mid-tier 4, to me you're tier 4, I suppose. We'll see in the race. 3.5 minutes to go.
As you all know, I'm only messing with people's pace. Well, some people I mess around with. Some people I'm true with. Some people I'm not.
Yes, if I get a seat in the race. That's true, Marcus, if you do get a seat in the race. I think there is a seat, but we'll have to check afterwards.
Roll on tier 5?
Yes.
Now, come on, Skills, you're too fast for tier 5. You're not having a championship just for yourself. That's a bit greedy, that.
Yeah, you'll have to get up there in tier 3. I think Super Skills, to be honest, I think you're going to be a champion at some point. You've got it in you. Last season was unlucky.
No, I mean, I will admit though, with there's still half a season to go left, but I'm still looking to be a 2-time constructor champion. I am looking at it. It'd be nice to give something to my dad as well for all the time he puts in. So it'd be nice if we could actually try and get it.
Yeah, it would be good.
I don't know if it's happened, but it'd be the first ever father and son constructed championship.
It would indeed. It would. Which would be amazing.
So all those in tier 4, go slower so we can do it. Oh, flag the lot of you if any of you is ready up early before me. Instant Q-ban like Don Dead said. For those here in tier 2, anyone ready is up early, you get an instant Q-ban. I'm saying instant disqualification for the rest of the season.
Yeah, out of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, the drivers now on outlaps with 2 minutes to go here in tier 2. This is going to be the final run for the drivers. Cam Ruddy is just on his way out now. He needs to get a move on. He's leaving this very late.
He is, Cam Ruddy.
Wow.
I think he is coming out. He's coming out of the pits now. It's going to be very close. He's going to have to literally push this this outlap, and I mean really push. He's just coming round the kink at turn 3, still with 1:20 left, so it's going to be nip and tuck what he can do. But here comes Penny back to start it. Final lap of this Q3 qualifying here in Singapore. So far so good, nice and tidy. Shuts it down to the kink at turn 3. Keeps it valid through turn 4, doesn't hit the wall, even better. Goes under the bridge. Going the kink down this long, not so straight. Janaldi, we're having an old man here, mate, because.
Yeah. Just because, okay.
I will say, how about we have F7 racing, but only for over 30. So anybody under 30, off you go.
Yeah, an over 30 club.
Yeah, get all the kids out until they learn how to drive. Respectively, not responsibly, but respectively. It's 2 different things. But Paddy back coming down to the final, coming through. Connell keeps it out of the wall nicely. Doesn't invalidate it either.
Yeah, first of the final runners here is Pele back down in towards turn 16 and 17. The checkered flag has waved. The drivers can do no more. This is their final opportunity to put it on pole. Pele back to the line. Goes provisional pole.
Wow.
A 1:28.2 for the Alpine driver. Next will be Superiority in the Racing Bull to the line next. He goes P3, provisional second row.
Here comes Jays with his one and only lap. Goes P5 at 28.6. Who's next? It is Bolay Morning who does go P6 for the 28.7. 6 more drivers to go. Krugry P7 28.8. Liam de Rieberg goes pole with a 28.1. I did say that it could be 27s, but only Cam Ruddy can do that. Can Cam Ruddy?
Wow, Hayes, P2 for Hayes. That is awesome for Hayes. Gravanger next, goes P2, takes it away from Hayes by 0.5 Cam Ruddy will be your final driver. This is amazing. We've had 5 different winners this season. We've had 6 different pole sitters. Here we go for number 7, Liam de Rieberg in the Ferrari. Or can his teammates spoil the party for the Dutchie? Cam Ruddy to the line.
I don't know.
Oh
no, he didn't. He got P10. But looking at that, 2nd to 5th, all with a 28.2.
Wow.
Now that's close. I wasn't that far off 27s, by the way. I done 10th and a half.
No, you're right. So Liam de Rieberg in the Ferrari takes pole position here in Singapore. Gravanger in P2. Just Hayes in P3. Pele back in P4. Sambi takes P5. Superiority will take P6. And then you have in P7 Jace and Bolsker in P8. CRE Gore in P9. And Cam Ruddy in P10.
It is. It's going to be interesting to find out who's going to be driver of the day coming in the race, but I'm going to give it to the guy in the golf cart.
Yeah.
It's going to be. It could be picking up a lot of drivers, but we don't know yet. We don't know. Or we could just do with Sebastian Vettel and just nick a scooter.
You know what? I was just looking at the times there, Maggie. A tenth of a second separated P1 to P5 in that qualifier.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Wow.
Just at the end, I did mention it. Yeah, it's just
amazing.
so close, so close. I haven't seen anything that close before.
Yeah, Peleback and Sam B was separated by 1/1000th of a second.
You can't even blink that fast.
No, wow. So he was 0.137 behind Paul was Peleback, and Sam was 0.138 in P4 and P5.
You still can't blink quicker than that.
Crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. It's so good to watch.
26s for Tier 1.
Remember, do not ready up, guys. Make sure you wait until Don Dedge readies up.
That's up Tier 4 listens.
Yes. There we go. Somebody's readied up. There we go.
26 of Tier 1. I think 26 of Tier 1 is possible. I'm going to say mid-26s.
So, formation lap. 20 drivers on track under the lights here in Singapore. What a race we've got on our hands with how close it is. Williams just stays.
Yeah, I've just checked. There's only 3 drivers that are not on mediums. The other 3 are on hards, which is Mr. Reese, Julius, and Abrantes are all on the hard tyre.
Wow.
Everyone else on mediums. To be fair though, with superiority, I was expecting to start on wets.
So I'm just going to say, Just Hayes is holding the flag for the Williams team today, because in the Constructors they are 12 points clear in the lead for the Constructors title. So this is a great qualifying for Just Hayes.
It really is. I mean, she's come on leaps and bounds. I mean, come on, P3. You got to give it credit for that.
And you know what? Don Dedge was always the one that kept saying, just wait, just wait, just wait, she'll show up, she'll show up. And because there was discussions at one time about seeing if she wanted to race in Tier 3, and Don Dedge was like, just wait, you'll see what she's made of, you'll see it. And now
no hay amenaza de lluvia por el momento.
I'm just waiting for that from Don Dedge.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And if he says, well, I won the sprint, I'm thinking, that's a sprint race, wouldn't it? It's different. That doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
I could say that because I got a podium in my first sprint race this season, but now I've got actually gone in a real race, so I'm happy with that.
I'm not waiting for you, boy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly the ages. So Liam Durenberg in the Ferrari will get us underway, and he's absolutely thrown it to the line.
Yeah.
He's not waiting around for anybody. The grid is quite spread out.
It is, so I think maybe, well, your tyres get locked in temperature once you hit the line anyway, so your tyres are frozen in. It doesn't really matter. But still, even I wouldn't. Well, when I got pole, even I didn't do that. I just coasted around nice and easy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. I led 3 laps. Go on. I led 3 laps once. Been a long time since I have, so put it that way.
I'm not led any.
Well, that's because you're in the wrong tier.
No, exactly. Liam Durenberg will get us underway. Abrantes and Mohi will join the grid. So will Yois Yorn. They all stack up here in Tier 2 for this incredible championship, this incredible race under the lights here in Singapore. It is here in Formula 7 racing. Lights out and away we go down in towards turn 1. It is Liam Durenberg, Gravangan is way back, and there is Just Hayes and Pele back. They all stay in position. Sam B in superiority. Wheel to wheel goes the McLaren, and the McLaren is in front of the Racing Bull. Sam B stays in P5 but is behind Pele back. Bolsker and Cam Ruddy making positions. Cam Ruddy nearly making a train effect as Jays loses 2, and so does Gregory. Don Dedge staying in position, Magic.
That is unbelievable. Every single driver, all 20 drivers got through that without any damage at all. Ginaldi's just got past the Stones of P12. Camberley and Bowles having a bit of a fight as well for P7. But that just shows you.
Oh, Yorn! I don't know why Yorn was trying to go up the inside of XD Storms there, but they caused a collision. I hope they've come out of there both without damage. I hope so.
And I was just about to say, that's how you race around the first lap. No, Tier 4 takes note. Because they don't. But yeah, honestly, so much respect between every single driver for this entire, literally, we're now we're at the start of Sector 3, and there's been no loose springs, no broken wings, no one's in the pit, no one's retired, no one's spanned. That is how you do it.
It is. So Liam Durenberg at the end of lap 1 will lead the Grand Prix from pole position. Gravangen in P2, Just Hayes in P3, Pelly back in P4, then comes Sambi, superiority, Cam Ruddy. You've got XD Storms on the back of Apex who's trying to make up progress after crashing out in qualifying. Run a little bit wide there, but he is already up 2 places, the McLaren driver. Without his championship rival here, it will be interesting to see if he can make the progress that he needs to make, but he is stuck with P1 to P20 in this DRS stream. Gregory just slightly dropping out. Is that going to open up the door for Jays in the Haas as they come out of turn 3 down towards...
Gravangen's through.
Gravangen's through and into the lead of the Grand Prix, Magic.
Yes, he just took it before the tyre part of this section of Sector 2. And he got him down towards turn 5, I believe it was. Took him up on the inside, which used to be a great overtaking spot for me. I loved it down there, but you've got to be so careful these days. But Gravangen is in the lead as we come over to the Anderson Bridge. Liam Durenberg is start trying to find a way to get past this Alpine now. Sorry, not the Red Bull, not Alpine, sorry. The RB.
So Gregory losing a little bit of time to Malska. He's the only driver not within a second.
Neither Julius.
Yeah, sorry, now 1.1. So, sorry, Ciari Gori, Jay's 3 tenths behind him, then Don Dedge, Ginaudi and Fixter. They might start losing time. Jays needs to get through and to come around the final corner. But we jump back on board with the leaders, Magic Gravangen leading.
He is, and he is leading quite well. He's actually started, I think he's slowly pulling away from Liam Durenberg as well. So it just shows how much pace Gravangen has actually got. We got a yellow flag at yours.
Right in front of Julius. That is a bad crash,
That is a bad crash, and Julius has actually got no front wing now at all, because I say Jorn went, was going around the corner, must have lost the back end, span it round. I was sideways on the track. There's nothing that Julius could do with that one, unfortunately. But we'll let the stewards have a look.
It's not a safety car.
I know, it's very crazy, but the thing is, his car's gone. It just magically disappeared. Someone just went poof, abracadabra something. I don't think Julius is Fernando Alonso, mate, and this car's got a Mercedes engine in it and not a Honda engine in it. But yeah, that was quite large. That was a big crash.
So it'll be, the drivers need to be careful not to get any drive-through time penalties when this yellow flag and this VSC ends. But yes, it's Jorn in the Mercedes around on his return back to Tier 2, and he's out of this race.
Los tiempos de vuelta están empeorando. Entra a boxes para reparar a boxes.
1.7 behind Bolska. That yellow flag will be ending any time now. And there we have it, Moe, drive-through time penalty. Yellow flag, that is Moe that is rounding the Haas. No, he's just losing places. And then Just Hayes is also losing places. Old Sambi cuts in and smashes into the Williams. It's a huge collision.
Yeah, no, Hayes must have smashed into someone else as well.
Yeah, Hayes just got tagged from the McLaren.
Oh dear, this is the thing with street circuits. Only make the move when you've got space. Trying to make a move around a corner is, especially on a street track, it's not ideal.
This is going really badly for McLaren, who are second in the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, I mean, let's say Sambi is in, having a wing change. Hayes in, having a wing change. Mohi now come back out. But, yeah.
They're going to need a safety car at some point. Mohi, Just there, Sambi and Julius. Julius having to sub a 10-second time penalty as well because of Jorn. So.
Yeah, exactly. But Cam Reddy has not really had the jump he wanted on that start. He's now nearly 2 seconds behind the top 3.
Wow, that's a big gap.
Didn't really get the launch he wanted to when the VSC entered. So see if Cam Reddy can pull some back. He's pulled a little bit back, but the rest of the guys are still behind him.
Yeah, just he's making a move on Moe there, getting through and up to P16, not wasting any time. It was such a shame. I don't know what happened, but it looked like the McLaren tried to cut in a bit too early, or he's been tagged, and then Williams, but we don't know until we get all the POV. So we'll carry on with the race. Gravangan is 1.4 clear.
Yeah, he's not on the back. Yeah, 32.7, definitely not hanging back at all. We know what pace Gravangan's got already with a couple of wins under his belt already. Say 1.3 head of Liam, who's now in the clutches of Pellyback, who's looking very feisty behind him.
He is indeed coming out of turn 5. He'll get that DRS into the slipstream. Goes Pellyback in the Alpine on the back of that Scuderia Ferraris who go down in towards Memorial Corner at turn 7. And Pellyback is through and up to P2. Liam Durenberg, the pole sitter, now down into P3.
Yeah, I don't know if Liam's actually struggling somehow, somewhere. He's not spiking, lagging anywhere on my screen, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a bit of a confidence knock, I don't know. But Cam Reddy's now closed the gap to nearly a second, nearly under a second now. So Cam Reddy's really moving along. Superiority is right there as well at the same time.
Cam Reddy closing that gap on his teammates. Superiority is there. Volska in the Red Bull. Then comes Jays, Gregory on the back. 3/10 is the gap. So a lot of the drivers really close to each other. He's struggling with the rears in practice yesterday. So Bjorn giving us a bit of insight as maybe Liam Durenberg is struggling with the rear tyres. A fixed on the back of Ginaudi, but he's still stuck in that train and stuck in P11. What about Gregory on the back of Jays? And he's got a little bit more battery than the Haas driver as he comes down in towards turn 18 and 19. He's going to get the DRS. Can Gregory get the better exit on Jays as we go down in towards turn 1? He's shooting like a bullet out of the final chicane, and he does go through, and so does Don Dedge and the Alpine as well. Jays lost loads of time. Sorry, the Mercedes.
Yeah. He did. He just pulled out, and there was Jays that lost a lot of places. I mean, Jays is like moving out of the way of these. Jays has got wing damage, that's why.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he's moving across the side of the road just to let people go by. So Jay's doing the right thing, and knows he hasn't got the turning in anymore and just getting out of people's way. But yeah, Jay's with the front left end plate off his car. No idea how he's lost that, or maybe he's just touched the wall and lost it. But Jay's losing places hand over fist.
Yeah, real shame for Jays. I don't know what's happened that damage, but it's a shame because he's a great driver, but he's now down to P11. DMV Super Skills trying to catch up. Then you've got Francis and Mr. Reese coming through turn 12 and down in towards turn 13. Not his season, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, Cam Reddy is behind. He's within DRS now of Liam Durenberg, his teammates, and well, it's shaping up to be an interesting fight now. From P2 to P5 with 2 Ferraris, an Alpine and a Racing Bull. See who gets the rest of the position, just because Gravangan just seems to be holding his own out front.
Oh, and XD Storm just turning in front of Abrantes. And the Sauber and the Aston Martin wheel to wheel, and that is XD Storm's into the pit lane. Abrantes is now free.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of these guys are going to be trying for a he gets a 10-second as well. To make matters worse, Jays is in it at the same time to get that wing change. I think a lot of these guys might try 2-stop. Yes, you can do 1-stop, but your tyres are just so badly wrecked at that point. Doing 2-stoppers is just more beneficial for you.
Cuida la distancia con el coche
You've
de
always got the grip, you've always got the grip of tyres. It's just more manageable. Doing a 1-stop, you risk of sliding all the time, and it's just not worth it.
Gravangan is running away with this now. The gap, half a second from Pele back to the 2 Ferraris, but Gravangan is so far clear after 7 laps of racing here in Singapore. John goes up to P8, A-Fix is still in P10. Is he going to go for the undercut A-Fix? He's going to have to try something.
he needs to do something to try and get out of this training zone now, because like I say, he's behind the Mercedes of Gennady, and we know how well Gennady can defend, let alone attack. But after that, then he's got Dondej after that, so he's still got some difficult drivers to get past. He really has.
Right. So Gennady on the back of Dondej. There's a really close group here. It's coming towards 18 and 19. Gregory to Dondej to Gennady to a Fixter. Very tightly bunched. That is a Brantis. That is super skills into the pit lane. So he's going for the undercut. Brantis goes through. So does Mr. Reese. Looking at the front runners, Liam Durenberg will have his chance out of turn 5 with that DRS. I don't know if he's close enough to make the move on Pellibat. Yeah, he's going to run out of time. But here comes Cam Ruddy on his teammate of Liam Durenberg. Up the inside he goes. The two Ferraris go wheel to wheel.
Dear. I think Cam Ruddy just skipped over the curb there and just made a tag with his teammate. I don't think there's any intention to do that, but yeah, he just skipped over the curb. Yeah. And that's what this curb can do to you.
It can, and now here comes a Fixter fighting with Gennady, trying to get through. He's all over him. Dondej got through on Gregory. Here comes a Fixter on Gennady. He's going to look for a move up the inside. Just backs out. Gennady leaves the space in towards turn 11. Switches it back. It is gorgeous. The switcheroo from the McLaren of a Fixter, wheel to wheel into turn 13. This is phenomenal racing, and the Mercedes gets the better exit. Wow.
I thought Adam was going to go slamming into that wall again, which he hit in qualifying. But yeah, they're so close. But it's so, like I said, it's difficult to make moves around there. It's just so tight. But how they got through that, I'll never know. A-Fixer really wants it.
Close.
It was. It really was.
On Cam Ruddy, 2 tenths is the gap. Pellibat staying with about 2 seconds behind Gravangan. I think strategy is going to play such an important part in this race when the drivers are so close.
It is. Oh, Superiority just nearly lost the back end there, coming out of turn 2. But I'm wondering, because like I say, the Ferraris are nose to tail, and they're both on the same tyres. So someone has to sacrifice and go longer, which could mess things up if they do. So someone's got to bite the bullet. Gennady has got past Gregory and has a bit of a slide as well at the same time. And it's still, yeah, the door's still open there for Adam to get through, but he's stuck behind both of them. He just can't do anything right now. Is Adam trying to do it again down the Anderson Bridge? Just try and find a move on Gregory now.
Yeah, he fixed it. It's all over these drivers.
But just can't get past.
No. Difficult. Find a way through. It's so fascinating to watch.
It is so fun. I say Cam Ruddy has not got past his teammate, so maybe got those tyres under a bit of control now, or they're just being held back a bit by Pellibat. We don't know. Something's happening in turn 3. Who's that?
Gravangan. He must have made a mistake. He's down to P3.
No.
And there goes Dondej on his teammate. That is ball screen to the pit lane. So Pellibat leads to Liam Durenberg to Gravangan in the racing. But he's not got damage, luckily.
No, he must have just got a bit of a slide on. So had to try and hold it and not go into the wall. But yeah, that's really hurt him with that.
Imagine that Pellibat has full wing damage. So it must be very, very slight.
El auto de adelante te saca 20.2 segundos.
Yeah, I can't see anything on the cameras themselves. Obviously, got more details than me, but yeah, now the top 5 are literally separated by, well, a flag space, basically. So, can Gravangan make any moves? Because Liam Durenberg back in P2 will be sniffing her thinking, oh, that's a bit of my luck. Here it comes. Can I get P1 back? But can Gravangan look again back in the front? She's right up behind him.
He is. Gravangan on the back of Liam Durenberg. We've got Cam Ruddy, superiority, and then we've got a 5-second gap to Dondej in P6. We are 10 laps into a 31 lap race.
Only 10? Oh, feels like a lot more. Why is this race so long? It feels like we've done more than that. Does any of the top 5 come in? No, they don't. So I think these guys in the mediums are doing our one stop. Because they're not coming in. Dondej is in. Dondej is in. Naudi stays out. Kurgri is in as well. So Kurgri and Dondej are both pitted. Sorry, no, Kurgri did not pit. Sorry, I do apologise. I thought he pitted, but he didn't. But Dondej moves to the hard tyres. It's quite impressive. Yeah, I think it's quite impressive to not have a safety car yet in any race so far.
Yeah, in Singapore with no ghosting as well.
Well, that all depends about tier 4. Tier 4.
I sort of expect it with tier 4 because you've got a lot of drivers as well, haven't you?
Yeah. A lot of drivers who don't quite understand what space and awareness means.
Yeah, well, it's like a development as well, isn't it? So you've got to it's hard, tier 4, it's hard. Oh,
it is. So it's interesting. But yeah, it is interesting tier 4. I mean, very interesting. But if you can get away from the carnage, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. You can get away. Really.
But if you can't, my God, you're in trouble. So it does counter. Oh, a bit of a slide there from Liam as he comes out of the final couple of corners. But none of them pit.
Second as well. He's lost the second. That means Cam Ruddy might get an opportunity on his teammate because he's not going to have PRS.
Yeah, he looked at it, but didn't. He looked at it, but didn't bother him. And when we try to go for the corner down to Memorial Corner.
So Cam Ruddy is all over his teammate here, Maggi, down in towards turn 5 we go. He is going to have that DRS, and Liam Grunberg is struggling with their rears. Here we go, he gets a great exit. Cam Ruddy is through. What about superiority as well? Is he going to try his luck? And Liam Grunberg can do nothing about it as we go down in towards Memorial Corner at turn 7. Liam Grunberg tries to go later, and it is superiority that goes up for people.
Yeah, I think Liam Grunberg needs to those losses and pit, to be fair. Maybe that wing damage just really make him suffer more. And maybe more time at the same time, because like I say, these times will be going off a lot. I mean, I don't know what the percentages are on the tyres themselves, but they've got to be screaming.
Yes.
There's the answer. But I tell you what, because the top 2 have been able to make a gap towards P3, I think it's all because of tyres now. It's all about strategy. It's not about running long. It's about pacing yourself and making these tyres last. But you've got to think about strategy at the same time. What's better? Get off them earlier or suffer pain more? That's the thing. And Liam Grunberg has made the call and now in the pits.
He is.
Oh, and he's sped into it as well.
And he started on pole when it's all falling away. It is a slow pit lane this as well. Gregory right in behind Ginaudi. So probably back well into the lead now.
Yeah, Liam didn't have the wing change. Looks like he can manage it. But it obviously will drop all the way down. I think he's going to drop behind. Will he drop behind Leah? Yeah, he does drop behind Adam.
Wow, that is massive. Because if Adam gets in front of these drivers and at any point he gets the safety car, this is a game changer for him.
It really is. But it's when that safety car comes out, or if it even does.
Yeah, that means, looking at the times, A-Fixter might come out in front of Cam Ruddy when he goes into the pit lane potentially.
Yeah, but by then Cam Ruddy be on fresh tyres and Adam won't be. Yeah. Well, sort of. They're only 3 laps older than Adam tyres, so it all depends what happens if Mohi does set the fastest lap of the race.
From Mohi, the Spaniard, you've got Mr. Reese, Oliver Francis. As we go down towards turn 14 at the north, and Mr. Reese get the better exit than Abrantes. He does. He's going to have that DRS, but I think he's going to run out of time. And Pele back is into the pit lane. Gravangan stays out. And Mr. Reese cannot get up to Abrantes. So, can run it. And Gravangan have stayed out. Superiority. It's all over the back of that Ferrari driver.
It really is. So Cameron must be really suffering from grip at the moment. I do apologise. I'm trying not to yawn, but I did, unfortunately. I do apologise.
Here he comes out of the pit lane. Here comes a Fixter. It is going to be close. A Fixter cutting over the apex and comes out just in front of Peleback. And Liam Durenberg's undercut has not worked, and he comes out behind Peleback. But can a Fixter tend to slow him down a little bit?
Will a Fixer want to slow him down or just push on? That's the thing. Yes, Adam's tyres are 4 laps older, but who knows? Them two are on a bit of a fight, aren't they, up there for P6. Oh, they're stuck together, they've got wheels.
So silly. That is
so silly. Liam Durenberg's gone on the back of him. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah. I don't understand why Boston went that deep there and just would not give up the inside position. He had to leave the space on the outside.
Yeah, you can't do it. There's no ghosting on, chaps. Come on. You can't do that. You just can't do it. You know the space is gone. Don't try and fight for something that's not there. But unfortunately, Liam Durenberg went into the back of Balls 81 as well. So Liam has got, yes, I believe, more of a broken wing. I don't know. Yeah, he's got his front left end plate missing. It's going bad to worse for the Pulsar.
It's very frustrating because we could see he went later on the brakes into the chicane and Hayes is around the outside, but he just squeezed Hayes into the wall. There was so much room on the inside for him to take as well. Yeah,
you can't. You've got to leave room. As Fernando Alonso said, you've got to leave the room, and Hayes will decide. Hayes has gone. Hayes has retired. Oh dear.
Two bad incidents for Hayes. But here we go. Yellow flag.
Cuidado.
So there's Peleback on a Fixter. These two championship competitors. Here comes the Alpine down the inside, the McLaren around the outside, and the Alpine of Peleback is through on the Papaya driver.
Yeah, I say it's a bit of a shame. We're trying to control the race, but it's such a shame that people just don't leave room and expect to squeeze you out. Come on, you're racing here, you're not being stupid. Leave room, have respect, leave a bit of room. You know there's a wall there. Yeah, you have to leave the space. Thank you, Mr. Fernando Alonso, right there. You have to leave the space. It's not going to vanish. They're not going to back out when they're up against the wall. Come on, use reds. Come on, it's not hard. Sorry, but I'm being a bit outspoken. I know, but I don't care. It's pure common sense. Come on.
Somebody up to P9, he does have that Red Bull behind him, then Super Skills, then Gregory, but Mr. Reed's only 3 tenths behind Abrantes. And as we come out of turn 3 and 4, down in towards turn 5, he's going to get the DRS. Mr. Reed could potentially take the lead of the Grand Prix and get some of their lead lap statistics into the graph. Here we go, Mr. Reed. And he's even with that DRS, he's not able to catch up. Jace is into the pit lane, Denali is through. A-Fix is staying with Peleback. It's a very interesting race. A safety car now would throw a huge spanner in the works.
It would indeed, and it would bring everyone right into it. Who's gonna go for it? That's the thing. It's just so much fun. But no safety car as yet. Jays is in the pits, changing his tyres, I believe, going onto the hard tyre. And then poor old Liam Durenberg all the way down to P17
9.9 segundos.
with our broken wing.
Right, Cam Ruddy on the back of Don Dead. The gaps are starting to open up a little bit now. We don't really know where anybody's up to at the moment.
Yeah, only 2 drivers yet to pit. and they're currently first and second, but everyone's behind them, including 1A Fixter, who started P15 on this grid.
As well on Mr. Reese up the inside as we go down towards Shears at turn 1. Pelly back is through, and then Cam Ruddy in the Ferrari does the exact same thing on the Ferrari driver. Is up to P6, so Cam Ruddy makes the overtake on Don Dead. That is Pelly back on a Brantis. He's going to go for another overtake.
Mr. Reese.
Yeah, Mr. Reese being overtaken by A Fixter in the McLaren. Now A Fixter will try his hand at the Aston Martin in front of Brantis, trying to hold on. Here comes A Fixter, the championship contender. Will go around the outside of Memorial Corner. A beautiful move later on the brakes, and that is nicely done. Sam B. Balsker is losing positions again as Sam B and Gregory go through.
Yeah, so I say the fresher tyres are definitely working for these guys now. Of course, Brantis and Mr. Reese losing positions because their tyres are much older. As Gravangan has got past Mr. Reese down before the Anderson Bridge, got him in Singapore Sling, I believe. But I tell you what, Gravangan now made a move for P3 and got through on the inside.
What a overtake that was.
There you go, Penny back P1, A Fixter P2, Gravangan P3. But of course,
Ferrari Cam Ruddy on the Brantis as well.
I think these guys on the hards need to bite the bullet and pit.
Don Dead is now through as well on Mr. Reese. They used to have a great banter in the paddock, and he will be definitely one to throw that back at him. Now he's been through, there goes Don Dead and Mr. Reese.
And Brantis is pit. But saying now, Mr. Reese going so long on these hard tyres, when it comes to changing his tyres and going on to the mediums, he's going to be very quick. Yes, he's on no TC, but still he's going to be extremely quick compared to the other guys. Paul Zayet has retired from the race in the pit lane.
Yes, he is out. And that is Gravangan that is through on A Fixter.
Gravangan does have much fresher tyres than A Fixter, that's why we got past very easily. So Gravangan setting his sights on Pelly back in front.
Bien, despejado.
With 13 laps to go, including the one that we are on.
Because every time I'm clicking in the race, the red thing's been really bad. I think I'm just so
Mr. Reese needs a safety car, yes, but he won't get one right now. I think if the safety car did come out now, I think a lot of them is going to be jumping into the pit to either put on a new set of hards or a new set of mediums. Apart from Brantis, who of course already pit. But Mr. Reese has finally come in after 17 laps.
A boxes en esta vuelta y recuerda el límite de velocidad. Recibirás una penalización
27.
si te pasas.
I'm
Que no se te olvide cuando te
we're running
acerques.
around on the rims.
It was sketchy.
Very sketchy, yeah. And DMB has come in 11 laps only on his hards. Wow, it's coming very early. So I think a lot of the drivers will always struggle with the tyre wear. There's nothing you can do about it.
Con respecto a tu coequipero al frente es 14.9 segundos.
Do, especially when you're running in dirty air.
There we go. The move on Sunday and Leon Durenberg on super skills. Around the outside goes the Ferrari on the Williams. Let's move up to P13. It's really interesting because you've got McLaren, Ferrari and Williams all fighting for the championship in the constructors. And the races aren't going the way that they would have hoped for. There goes Cam Ruddy on A Fixter around the outside of the north. Now it's a smooth move.
It was a smooth move. So obviously he's acting like the smooth move of Carlos Sainz, of the smooth operator when he was at Ferrari. Yeah, I just think the hards are now in peak condition at the lap 4. They'll be nice and warm, getting right up there. And obviously with A Fixer now 10 lap hold the hards, then we're just wearing off that performance a bit more. So I can see a fixture being caught up by a lot of guys now.
3-second time penalty.
Recuerda, a boxes en esta vuelta, ten cuidado de no exceder el límite de velocidad.
Sam
Fíjate
gets
si
10.
And here comes Gravangan on Peleback to retake the lead of the Grand Prix. The Racing Bull takes P1 on lap 20 here in Singapore.
Gravangan's on a mission right now to win this race. Maybe throw something well out of there, saying could Gravangan make a late charge towards the championship without Morph being in. You're right, Beyond. I think Alan will lose a lot in the final laps. Like I say, he's P4 now, but he's keeping Dondej at bay with a nice gap of over 3 seconds. But superiority is there as well, with much fresher tyres than both of them.
Gernberg on Moe as well. The Spaniard trying to hold off the Dutchie. Will go through and maybe even Super Skills as well. Needs a little bit more patience. Yeah, Liam Gernberg is through the pole now up to P11.
Yeah, that you can tell that D&B has got so much more grip than Moe. Either's trying to cover him off at this more straight, even I wouldn't even bother. Just defending fresh air. Because I know Super Skills, like I say, one of my teammates last season, he's patient and knows when and when not to pass. So I think Super Skills might make a move down this straight now. Dondej in the pitch, yeah. And Super Skills are through. Oh, goes very deep. Very deep. But it's opened the door for Sam B to come through. He's on the fastest there mediums. So I was praising his Super Skills about being patient, and he goes and does that.
Yeah. Super Skills making a slight mistake, and Moe is now into the pit lane. So Super Skills will carry on. Moe going for his second pit stop. Gravangan still leading to Peleback. Cam Ruddy is on for P2 at the moment. A-Fix, they're doing a fantastic job. 10 laps to go. If he manages to get anything out of this race, it will be an amazing result.
We're just going to make something. That's going to happen. It's just got to keep going, basically being a Jensen Button right now and looking after those tyres.
No hay más paradas en boxes programadas.
Have to look after them a lot as well.
If he gets anything, then there's your driver of the day. But still 10 laps to go yet. That 10 laps actually went quicker than the first 10 laps. I would have missed that. But Peleback still, even with the penalty, still keeping with Gravangan. Hopefully once again to tow him along to create some space down the Cam Ruddy. But superiority is starting to close the gap on A-Fix. It's now under 3 seconds.
Yeah, and that is Mr. Reese on Gennady, who goes into the pit lane. And whilst all that was going on, we had an overtake of Abrantes, who went through on. I've just watched the overtake, but I expect the gap seems quite big now. Anyway, Cameron is on for P2, A-Fix in P4, but he's on for P3 if he can start to catch up to Peleback. It's a lot to ask on the molded tyres, but a safety car will fall into his hands very nicely right now. We've yet to have one today.
It really would. I mean, this race has had 2 VSCs only. Now it comes back out in P14 on new set mediums. So I mean, some of these guys are doing 2 stops. And who's the highest 2 stopper in this race? Let me have a look. Bear with me. The highest 2 stopper is Dondej. So 1st to 8th have only done the one stop. 9th to 17th have all done 2. Francis is your biggest gainer. He's gained 13 places in this race today. Adam with gaining 11 places. Of course, that big loser, Liam Greenberg, obviously got caught up in an incident between those 2 cars stuck in the wall. He's lost 10. coming to the closing stages of this race. It's been quite action-packed, hasn't it?
It has. We've had just something all the time to look at. I think Don Dedge is in a really strong position, you know. You said he's the front of the two stoppers. He's got 8 laps to go. He's on fresh mediums, right behind Mr. Reese and Abrantes. The gap from CRE going to superiority is quite a large gap. Whether he'll be able to make that up, I'm not sure, but he's still in a good position.
He is. Don Dedge is right behind Mr. Reese as well. He was on the 1 stop. Don Dedge on the 2. There's only, 0.3 of a second separating, so it just goes to show that Malene Greenberg back in the pits again. Don Dedge did look for a move in Singapore Sling, but didn't bother.
Great drivers all stacked up together. Francis, Mr. Reese and Don Dedge all stacking up as they come out of turn 13 and up towards the north. Here we go, the Aston Martin leading this little pack. Then comes the Sauber and the Red Bull. Who is going to get the better exit? Mr. Reese in the Sauber. Here comes Don Dedge on them fresher medium tyres. He's into the slipstream. He'll use that battery. Is he going to go for that late lunge? I think he's going to have to be a bit more patient. And he is. He won't make any drastic moves here, will the Red Bull driver?
Yeah, Bjorns has pointed something out. Adam is losing time. He's now only 1.2 ahead of superiority, so I think Adam's starting to struggle on those hard tyres.
Yes, but he has got quite a big gap to to Gregory.
He does, yeah. He was on a level up on hards himself, so might just all start to settle down. But Adam is just losing a lot of time. The superiority is now in DRS of Adam as well. That's how much he's closing up by.
And here comes Mr. Reese and Don Dedge going wheel to wheel. Don Dedge goes later on the brakes. He's in front of the Sauber, and now he will chase down that Aston Martin. So a great move for the Red Bull and up to P8.
Lucky move, actually. He's right there. I wonder if he's going to try and make a move down the back straight as well on the Aston Martin. But superiority was in DRS of A Fixter, but now it's dropped out of it. So I'm not sure what's happened there.
Yeah. So maybe a slight mistake. He's now just within it.
It is indeed.
6 laps to go.
La distancia de adelante es 5.2 segundos.
Yeah.
Here comes Don Dedge on Abrantes with that rear wing open, but the straight line speed of Abrantes, wow. Even without the DRS, he was pulling away a little bit, but then he's a lot slower through the corners, so a different setup for the Aston Martin driver.
Something we see very often, unfortunately, in a lot of races, in all tiers. People just think about the straights.
Yes.
And when it comes to the corners, they're slow. And they wonder why they can never turn or lose the back end so much. We're trying to go faster on corners because you've got no downforce.
El coche de delante nos saca 5.2 segundos. Tienen duros recién puestos. Los neumáticos llevan tres vueltas.
He's got a long straight to try and make it work this time. Later on the brakes goes the Red Bull around the outside, but he will have the speed through the corners. And this is where he should get him, the Aston Martin driver. Oh, they've crashed.
Oh dear, they have crashed bad.
So many drivers do that
no
today.
No damage though.
And the switch back from Don Dedge is gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That because he's got more downforce around in the corners, he can brake later and carry more speed. So therefore, that's why he got the move done in the end. And there you go. But will Abrantes try and go for it down this straight as well? Like I say, he's got a better top end speed, but of course Don Dedge has got the corner speed, and therefore there you see it. Don Dedge is able to keep the position even after a straight. But Don Dedge P7.
He is indeed. He's finally got it done.
I can see superiority making a move into before turn 4 of Memorial on Fixer because he's well inside DRS and so close behind him. I think he might make a move here.
Yeah, yellow flags here.
No, here he goes upon the inside. Oh no, we didn't know. Looking at it. But Mohi has retired.
distancia con el coche de adelante es 1.7 segundos.
I think he left the session.
Oh dear. Not good. Bjorn, you've ruined someone's race. That's because you don't practice, mate.
No, 7 to 8 attempts now. Apex is still in P4. Superiority. Gregory not being able to catch up. I think Apex is going to keep P5, and what a recovery drive that will be.
It will be an epic recovery drive all the way down from P15 as well. Going so long on these hard tyres. At the same time, let's say 16 lap old hard tyres versus 11 lap old hard tyres for superiority. You just can't seem to make a move.
You're right. It's great defensive driving from the McLaren. He needs to do it for another 5 laps. Oh, Gravangan picks up a 3-second time penalty. Cam Ruddy could potentially win this race if he gets past Pele back and starts to catch up to the Racing Bull.
He could, yeah. Which could be, to be fair, after last week, it could be a surprise victory for Cam Ruddy. Because, he's got past. He's P2.
Oh, he goes deep,
he goes wide, yeah. And gives the place back at the same time, but still there. Can he leave space? Cam Ruddy does leave space.
That is how it's done. Cam Ruddy, the way he turned back was so that he weren't squeezing Pele into the wall, and that is how it's done through there.
That is how it's done, and obviously Pele back keeps P2, but of course this is helping Gravangan to pull away.
It is massively.
I think Cameron's got to throw caution to the wind and make the move. He's running out of laps to try and win this race. He's 5 seconds behind Gravangan now.
Yeah, and this is massive points in the constructors and in the drivers for Cam Ruddy.
And Payback, superiority still can't get past a Fixter. Even with DRS, he can't seem to get past him.
Wow.
A Fixer defending like a champion. But unfortunately, he's not one yet. He's gone a bit wide. It's a bit loose, I think, yeah, he's got through.
Oh, he's off the track. Here comes the McLaren back at him. This is extremely close, a Fixter, but it's the DRS of the Racing Bull that will keep superiority in front.
That will. So a Fixter had a bit of a loose moment now. Oh, just now with Julius right there on the soft tyres, not really letting go.
Soft tyres now will be very quick. Here comes Cam Ruddy on Pele back down the inside. And the Ferrari, he's just in front of Pele back. Pele back tries to switch it. Clatters into the back of the rear wing of that Scuderia. But finally Cam Ruddy is through. But it's 6 seconds to the leader. And he needs to be within 3 to win this race.
He really does. So he's really got to put his foot down and go for it. But does he have the tyres beneath him to do it? He's got P2. Has he got the tyres? Payback does have P3 for now, so I don't think superiority is going to really close it. I mean, A-Fix is starting to drop back a little bit from the superiority.
Mr. Reese has just sent Abrantes flying like he was dancing on ice. Sent him skiing to the outside and just pulled it up the inside. What a move that was from the Sauber driver.
Talk about the outer limits.
Yes.
Where was I? There where I was. So, what's going to happen? Final few laps. A-Fix looks safe in P5 as long as those tyres hold. Julius is there behind him, but it's like I say, he's a lap down. Gregory just had a nice lonely race in 6th place, 15 seconds behind A-Fixter. I say still within DRS superiority, but Julius is there, even though it's a lap car, still there giving him a bit of hustle. I'd be like, no, just go. I won't mess around, just go. Cam Ruddy has made some sort of gains, only 5.5 behind Gravangan now, but with only a few laps to go, he needs to find another 2.5 seconds to take the win.
He is, Cam Ruddy is caught up to Gravangan by nearly half a second on this lap. He needs to continue to do that. Just looking at the tyres, they are on exactly the same age tyres, so he hasn't got any advantage in that aspect.
There's only no advantage at all. It's just down to pure racing skill now to who gets this win.
Yes.
But I think Gravangan is far enough ahead to take it. But as we saw before the first pit stops, Gravangan did lose it. So could it happen again?
He'll have that in his mind as well.
I bet he will. As
So,
Mohi pits.
we are not going to see a safety car in this race. So another race down, another race safety car free.
Indeed, but will we have it in Tier 4? I think not. That's what I think about Tier 4.
We've not had many safety cars, so have we, in Tier 4?
No, you'd be quite surprised.
Yeah.
I think Gravangan has got it because he's now extended his lead over Cam Ruddy by half a second. He's back up to, over to 6 again. So he's been able to get it back ahead. So Gravangan's got this, as long as he doesn't let the tail go a bit fish happy.
Yes.
I can't say anything else. A-Fix has dropped out DRS from superiority, but Gregory is not making the gains. But then again, he's got like 15-second lead. So A-Fix has got 5th place, as long as his tyres don't go bang.
Yes.
But saying that, you did 27, yours didn't, so it should be okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking he'll definitely be okay. And to finish in P5, what a strategy from A-Fixter to get where he's gotten to. Still big points for Ferrari and Racing Bulls as well. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, 1st and 4th at the moment.
Yeah. And if superiority can get within 3 seconds of Pele back, we'll have a double Racing Bull podium.
We would. We would indeed. But will it happen? That's the thing.
It's a big ask with a lap and a half to go.
Yeah. Like I say, you need these guided penalties to mess up somewhere to really take advantage of it, but I don't think that's going to happen as they are on the final lap of the race. Whew.
Yeah, finally here, Gravangan leads to Cam Ruddy, to Pele back, to superiority, A-Fixter and Gregory, Don Dedge to Mr. Reese, to Abrantes, to Sam B.I. your top 10. Remember, points go down to 15th, and that means Julius is inside the points at the moment.
Yeah, he will get a points, yeah. As Mohi did leave the session anyway, so I think that's why Mohi won't get anything.
Yeah.
Because Julius did come back, but Julius will be on 40 points. And poor old Liam de Reenberg, who started pole, he's only been looking at 2.
Crazy.
That's very crazy.
Here comes Don Dedge on Gregory. This is going to be for extra points on the board. Don Dedge up the inside as we go down in towards Memorial Corner. And the race winner in Silverstone has gone deep. And now here comes the Alpine right back at him. In towards turn 9, wheel to wheel they go, side by side, and it's Gregory that gets the better exit. Don Dedge trying to switch it back up the inside as they go down in towards the Singapore sling at turn 10, and Gregory stays in front.
He does, but about to come over the Anderson Bridge, but whoa, wow, Don Dedge nearly lost it.
So here comes Gravangan around the final 2 corners, and the man from Norway will win here in Singapore.
Cam Ruddy will come round to take P2. Pennyback will take P3, but can superiority? No, we can't, it's too far back. P4 superiority, but what a race from Adam.
Yeah, here comes Don Dedge again on Gregory, down in towards turn 16. He's finally through on the very last lap. That is a phenomenal overtake. As he comes round, the fireworks are erupting as Don Dedge takes P6.
What a move from Don Dedge. Just took it right there. Miss Reese coming over to P8. Brantis will take P9. Sam B will take P10. Super Skills. Oh dear. Yeah, Ginaldi down there, P12. Will come over, I say P12, 20 seconds behind.
Massive points for Williams whilst Malk isn't here for Super Skills to finish in front of Sam B.
Yeah. And of course, Liam de Reenberg, the last one to cross the line in P14. Whew.
Wow.
I'm knackered now.
Yeah, so am I. From one race straight into the comes of tier 2 and then straight into tier 4. So.
Yeah, which I need now to shoot off and do a tiny bit of practice before getting into it.
Yeah, I need to set up all the stats and everything because I've not managed to do it after tier 3, so I'm going to shoot off myself after this, but I'll let you get going.
And I'll see you all very soon.
Yeah, thank you, Maggie. So on the top step there, let's go through the final standings. Gravangan takes the race victory here in Singapore. It is Cam Ruddy that takes P2 and Pelly back on the podium in P3. It is Superiority in at P4 in that Racing Bull, a great race from him. And then at P5 is a fixture. Don Dedge in P6 and Gregory in P7. Mr. Reese in P8, Abrantes in P9. P10 is Super Skills. I need to pull these in. P11 is Sam B, P12 Gennady, then Jays, then Liam Durrenberg from pole position. Then comes Julius in the Aston Martin. Moe finishes in P60, and then XD Storms, Kylan and Just Hayes. And then it is Yawn that finishes in P20. I just need to put these in, and that is Cam Ruddy there. Right, I will shoot off because I've not done anything after tier 3. I jumped straight into tier